Hello and welcome back. So today I thought I would sit down and kind of recap my second trimester with you guys. Just going over some, kind of basic things that I've noticed, how I felt, body changes, everything like that. So let's get started. So starting off this video, I thought I would kind of go over mood changes during my second trimester that I noticed. So if you saw my video recapping my first trimester, you would have noticed that essentially during the first trimester I was very emotional. Any little thing made me cry for whatever reason. I was very emotional, and honestly I'm not like a crier by nature, so that was a huge shock for me, just being able to cry over every little thing. And for my husband as well, he kind of didn't know what to do during that time. So kind of a flip of the switch for the second trimester. I wasn't as emotional. However, I did still get slightly emotional. For example, I always use the instance in which I call one of my dogs to me and they don't come in the first trimester. If I would have done that, I would have bawled. Second trimester, calling the dog to me and the dog does not come. Would have gotten upset, but I wouldn't have cried, or I didn't cry. So that was, good improvement there. So I didn't cry as much. I wasn't as emotional. I will say that I was more irritable rather than cry during the second trimester. So it was more or less, if, in that instance or anything similar to that, I didn't cry, but I did get more irritated with things like that. Another thing that I noticed mental wise is that going from my first to my second trimester, first trimester I was very tired all the time, obviously because your body is adjusting to producing all these extra hormones. Second trimester I felt more motivated to get things done. So waking up in the morning to walk on the treadmill or do my workouts or anything like that was a little bit easier for me. So that was a big change. Now getting into the physical aspects and changes of my body during the second trimester. So I did obviously notice my tummy getting larger. It was just kind of sudden where it just popped out. So I do have a very short torso. Hi, honey. Yes, I know. I do have a very short torso. So in growing, my tummy just kind of expanded throughout my whole torso, lengthwise. And then getting into my third trimester, I started to grow outward, but we'll talk about that at another time. Another physical aspect that I've noticed during the second trimester is that maybe TMI, however, my breasts were not sore. And let me tell you, for any males that may be watching, it's wonderful to not have your breasts ache and just feel like they weigh you down. So that was such a relief to not have. So other small things that I've noticed throughout the second trimester. So one is my hair. So I am typically someone that has to wash their hair every single day as it gets very oily. I have thin hair, so you can kind of tell when I miss a wash. However, I've noticed that my hair has been less oily, which has been so nice. So I can just put in some dry shampoo for the day and go on about my day, which has been really nice. So I feel like it helps with the overall health of my hair. Another thing that I've noticed physically is that I'm getting, mild back aches. So if I'm standing or even sitting too long, sometimes if I don't have good back support, I will get some mid to lower back pain. Final thing that I've noticed as far as my body goes during the second trimester is that heartburn is a thing. Oh, how wonderful. So never really experienced heartburn before, so I didn't know what was happening. But so the one food that I guess you could say I've been craving or just really wanting throughout pregnancy has been pizza, or anything pizza related. So the marinara in pizza or any kind of pasta has really been giving me heartburn, which it makes me sad. It hurts my heart a little bit because I still eat the pizza because I want it. And then, 10, 20 minutes after I'm done, I get heartburn and then I regret it. But, I still eat it and it is what Other things to note during my second trimester, everyone has kind of been asking me if my feet or ankles are swollen yet, if I'm still able to put on my shoes and wear them comfortably. Yes, I am. Thankfully, I do not have swollen ankles or feet at the moment. I'm praying that they don't come, so we'll see. Another thing that I'm also very thankful for is not having any stretch marks. So when I first got pregnant, I was like immediately began searching like belly balms and creams for like stretch marks. However, I do not have any, so that's been such a blessing. We'll see, kind of how the third trimester goes, but at this point in time, none yet. Few other small things to kind of round off the end of my second trimester. So gearing towards the end of it, my round ligaments, so right under your belly, kind of like in the crease of your legs, have been very strong, so very tender, very achy, mainly on the left side. And I did mention this before, so like for example, putting on my pants in the morning, lifting up my right leg to put my right leg in my pants is not painful at all, whereas lifting up my left leg sometimes wants to bring me to tears. It hurts so bad. And I know this is just something that, they're stretching, they're accommodating for the baby and all of that. I have been trying to stretch in the morning to kind of, loosen that side a little bit more than the right side, just to kind of, limber myself up, which I do think has helped, me doing that in the morning and making me more comfortable throughout the day. Obviously at the end of the day, at night, if I'm laying in bed and then I have to get up to get a glass of water or something, I've been laying, so I'm a little stiff. But other than that, that has been something that has been, I will say, pretty painful during the second trimester, or rounding off the second trimester. Lastly is weight. So obviously you're going to be gaining weight during pregnancy. It's a given. Every woman's body is different and how they adjust and fluctuate and grow and all of that. I've been kind of monitoring how much I've gained, throughout my time being pregnant. Second trimester, I have gained about 15 pounds. I've noticed it kind of all over, my face and my arms, my legs, obviously my belly. I will say that I have had people say that I look more belly, so that's nice that it all kind of seems to distribute pretty evenly. And to kind of round off this video, so if you don't follow me on social media, Alec and I did post the gender reveal that we did at my parents' house. I'll pop it in here really quick for you, but before I do that, we are having a girl, so to kind of spoil that, we are not mentioning her name yet. We just don't want to make it a public thing right now. But with that being said, she has been so active during this second trimester. It's been amazing to feel. She's getting so much stronger, kicking a lot harder, and it's amazing to be able to see and feel that within me. Just to kind of feel her being so active and moving so much. So, but without further ado, I do want to pop in those gender reveal videos here. And before I kind of wrap up this video, Alec and I did take a trip to Arizona to visit his family, so his mom and his sister's family, while we were out there. And while we were there, his sister was so kind enough to treat us with a 45D ultrasound, which is something that she did when she was pregnant. And the experience in itself was so absolutely amazing. I wanted to stay there all day. So essentially, the lady brings us back to the room where she does an ultrasound, like any other ultrasound that you do. However, the image and the quality of the video is so clear and so defined, and it's in color. So you can really see the features of your child or of your baby. And, the lady that we had provided us with a bunch of photos along with 2 DVDs of the video, so like of the whole ultrasound in itself. And we did get like a stuffed animal, so we got to pick out a stuffed animal. I chose a little puppy where she recorded our baby's heartbeat into it. So she has like a little heart or something that she recorded the heartbeat on and put that inside the stuffed animal for us to be able to keep. So that was absolutely amazing. If anyone looks into that and they're kind of indecisive, or someone gifts it to them, like we were so lucky to have someone gift to us, definitely do it. It is absolutely amazing. But like I said, just the quality of like the sound and the images is amazing to see. And that is going to wrap up this video. So recapping my whole second trimester, I hope you guys found this helpful in one way or another. If you're pregnant at the same time as me, which I feel like a lot of people are, let me know how you're feeling. We can kind of, share our experiences and get through this together. But other than that, I hope everyone has a great rest of their day, evening, night, whatever time you're watching this, and I will see you next time.